businesses that were folding up start flourishing, and then they start employing people. What do you think is happening? Jobs are being created. I could go on and on. Before I stop, I'll talk about the creative industry, right? So there are 5 sectors that we focus on to create jobs.
Okay.
IT, and that one has been amazing. Like, it's been an explosion because we have young people who don't even have university degrees working for companies outside Nigeria.
Okay.
So I always encourage, go to the hub, go and ask, go and see what is happening, so you can see opportunities that you can have as well. We have people who dropped out from secondary school rejecting jobs and saying, if they're not going to pay me 100,000, I don't need the job. Because they are doing freelance jobs, they're working on international platforms, earning dollars here, euros there. By the time they add it together, they are thinking to themselves, what's my business? Why do I need all these jobs? Okay? Those are jobs. Okay. Now, the creative industry, back to that. We recently started working in the creative industry. And we just completed a competition called the Pitch Shoot Win competition, where we advertised it and people put in their movie ideas, and they're getting, I mean, there was a pot of 7.5 million naira for people to shoot their movies. And it's not just that we are saying they should shoot. So we're partnering with Benin Film Academy, we're partnering with ProLens Studios, other studios, and we have a partnership with Iroko TV, that when these movies are shot, if they meet their level of their standard, Iroko TV will pay them for the movie so that they can put them on their station. So apart from the money government gave you to shoot a movie, government is linking you up to somebody that is going to buy your movie. You're going to earn and use that money that they pay you to make another movie. And how many people do you think are going to be on those sets? Because we're supporting 10 movies. Okay. Monday at the Edo Innovation Hub is the audition. So I'm using this opportunity to announce Monday auditions. If you want to be in any movie, make sure you're there. So I can go on and on.
And you're going to go on.
And I want to go on and on.
The next time, the next time you're going to go on, we want you to present for us facts and figures.
Yes, I have the facts and figures here. Give me, let me.
I'm coming, you know.
Yes.
Now, if you check for now, as it stands in Nigeria, the agency that is in charge of statistics, you know them now,
yes.
MBS, this is their projection. The report they have for the third quarter of 2018, which is the report that we have for now, is saying that unemployment 2018,
not 2019.
No, we've not gotten for now. You know, we're going to get at the end of this year for 2019. So the one that we have on ground now says that unemployment rate have risen from 19.6%, Edo State now, not federal, from 19.6% to 25.1%. So when you begin to get those facts, those figures, you begin to try to match it with.
No, not at all. Let me tell you why. Those things are easily understood. It's because people don't have the details or the depth. Okay. Now, the number of jobs you are creating versus the number of people that are entering the job market is what makes these statistics. Okay. So just imagine that, and every year the number of people that graduate, finish NYSC, it multiplies. And entering the job market is not even just about finishing NYSC or graduating from university. Based on some people's age, even though they didn't go to university, they are already in the job market. Do you understand? So when somebody is saying unemployment is growing, it's because the population is exploding. Our labor force, if you look at listen, the labor force has not increased significantly. Okay. As compared to these facts that we have here. No. So if the question I want to ask is, if as at 2018 or 2018 now, the unemployment rate rose from 19.6% to 25.1%. So are you not telling me that all the increase, the so-called jobs created, they're created in 2019? Definitely not. If you look at our statistics, you will see the jobs that were created in 2016, 2017. So that's not one figure. Yes. So let me give you the details now. Just hold on. Okay. Because, hold on. When you get statistics, you must know the underlying assumptions that have been made. Okay. The ages. Now, for example, when we are creating jobs, it's not just for young people. We are creating jobs for old people. When we go to rural communities, we're creating jobs for old people. You need to know what they're measuring, what age group they're looking at when they talk about workforce. Okay. You understand? Okay. Now, with Edo Jobs, we have names and phone numbers and location of everybody that Edo Jobs has reached. We're not talking about those that the government are giving funds to. No, not those that people that have been employed. Yes. Not giving stipends. Yes. Employed. And you know what's the definition for employment is? Thank you. The employment of a job, right? Yes. Exchanging of my services for money.
Yeah, good. So and not just on a short-term basis.
Even if it's a short-term basis, it's a job.
I'm not looking at a situation when people are recruited to post online and get paid for 1 month.
No. Let me tell you. Do you know what will you say about self-employment? What will you say about these young people who are doing freelance jobs and they're working for people abroad? Okay. They don't have any employer. They don't have an employment letter, but they have a means of livelihood.
That's the one. But so that means that.
Hold on. Let me give you another example. We have an employer that came into Edo State. New employer. For example, we work to bring Uber into the state.
Yes.
We partner with OPay to come into the state. Different employers. And now when we did our job summit, a particular employer, I just don't want to mention their name, a particular employer fresh into Edo, telling us to help them look. In fact, we're almost, I don't know what we call ourselves now. Because we're trying to attract businesses, we help them look for office space, we help them look for everything so they can settle into Edo nicely and they can employ our people in Edo State. Now, we helped a particular employer, they came into town, they said they had 500 vacancies. Within the first week after the job summit, 75 people resumed. So because we were able to attract them, we've created 500 opportunities for jobs. Now, among the first 75 people that they employed was a particular young man. And this young man, he was interviewed and they gave him a particular job role. They said, oh, good, okay, you fit into this job role. And then he says, hey, me, this job, no, if you cannot make me a manager, we'll scatter this place. So. And they were looking like, and this is an international organization. And they were thinking, excuse me, you will scatter this place if we don't give you make you a manager. Does that make sense? Is it not your qualification? Are we not the one paying you to tell you where to work? Yeah. Do you know what this man did? This young boy did. He called, what do they call it? He called immigration people, his brother, uncle, whatever rubbish and nonsense. Those ones came to that office to come and try and scatter the whole place for them to give. And you know what? This is an international organization. They just called us and said, we live in those states.
And they left.
We now have to, what do you think? You think we will let them leave? We now have to start trying to solve. But what if they left?
Yeah.
Will you tell me that we didn't create those 75 jobs? Because somebody now came to come and destroy the whole work that had been done? You can't tell me we didn't create those 75 jobs. You can't even tell me we didn't even create 500. So we must always be careful when we don't go and look into the details. Every single figure that Edo Jobs put out there has facts, figures, backing them up, and names and phone numbers. Okay. And the ones that are in the village or whoever that don't have phones, they have house addresses. So every single figure we put out is verifiable 100%. So we must always, that's why I say when people just throw figures around, we must be careful. Some people might tell you whatever statistics they so desire. Okay. I cannot say they don't know what they're doing.
Political statistics.
Thank you.
Okay.
But when you have figures that you can see, you can feel, and you can touch, that's why we always do the youth summit. When we do the youth summit, we bring people from every local government to come and tell their stories so that it is real. In fact, what we were planning, we were hoping that we'll be able to get the opportunity to fill the stadium with Edo jobbers. People who have gotten opportunities, jobs, started their businesses, grown their businesses, so that people can come and see them, touch and feel, and know that they are real human beings. Because as much as we share their testimonials, as much as we share all their information, there will always be some funny connotations. Yeah. But here is the deal. One thing I always want everybody to know whenever I get the chance is, this governor that we have, he's not joking. He is not playing. He is extremely serious about job creation.
You can't be a governor and be joking in a state like Edo State.
Thank you. Good. He is serious about job creation, but we've had jokers before, Sharon. Okay. But he's serious about job creation.
Okay.
And he is putting, let me tell you, because of our job creation drive, we have attracted so many companies that before, I know what it meant before when I go to a company and say, why don't you have a branch in Edo State? Come and open a branch so that you can employ people. They're thinking Edo State, okay? But now, it is 100% different. When you have aero contractors that left Edo back, Asman Airline, they landed their first flight in Benin some days back. Max Air is coming to Edo. Do you think they're not doing it for no reason? The economic environment in Edo State is booming. New businesses are coming in every day. Existing businesses are growing. And that is the job creation. That's just the truth. And people are finding new ways to earn sustainable livelihoods for themselves. Okay. And Put it all together.
Now we're going to go straight now because I'm not going to let that fly. We're going to go straight now.
You're going to give us... I want you to get figures. I have my figures here now.
Okay, good.
So good. And then we have another one that has by the industry. So construction, agriculture. I'm guessing we'll send that to you. It's probably not here.
Okay, great.
Okay. So now for job tracking. So now let me explain job tracking. These are jobs that we track. Edo Jobs has a tracking unit. Okay. Of course, if we don't have a tracking unit, we cannot back up our figures. Yeah. Good. So even when we work with partners or even when government agencies, we go to their projects and see the jobs they're creating, we collect from them names, phone numbers, all the details of the people. It's only when we have those people's details that we add them to our figures. So the job tracking unit works with all the ministries, departments and agencies of government, all the partners of government, people that are benefiting directly from the investment promotion activities that the state government is doing and are expanding their programs. Like, for example, I don't know if you know about the program, the agricultural program that is doing the rice farm, the maize farm, all this. I mean, don't worry, read it, it's inside here. You'll see. Now, all the job tracking activities of all the ministries, departments, agencies, we have 46,576 people that have been engaged. Okay? Then we have skills development and entrepreneurship. Now, Edo Jobs works in all local governments.
Okay.
Every single local government in this state has communities where Edo Jobs projects are going on to help people develop their skills and to become entrepreneurs. Not to just develop their skills and sit down, but to develop their skills and become entrepreneurs. For example, we recently completed laptop and mobile phone repair program in Auchi for 150 people. Now, not only, because it's one thing for you to train people, you give them starter pack, and then they go and sit down. Though you will not blame us for that one. Yeah. But still, we don't leave it on them because we don't want to be blamed. No, we get involved. We decided that let's work with the local government chairman, let's work with the community leader, and create a mini computer village for them. If you have 150 people in a place, and yeah, though they are from like 3 different spaces, so we're splitting them into 3. And they are fixing phones, they are selling phone accessories, they can all fix laptops, they can all fix whatever device you bring to them. And then you help them to publicize it. What happens is that people will stop leaving out to come to Benin that, oh, I want to buy a phone, oh, I want to fix my phone. Oh, they might not know how to do it well. And then not only have you trained them, not only have you given them a starter pack, you have helped them to generate, to kick off that business. But everywhere we do trainings, we don't do it just blanket. We do it according to the needs of that environment. I always give the example of where you go to a community where nobody has a gate, nobody has burglary proof, and you go and train them on welding and fabrication. What are they going to do with it? You are creating frustrated people. So we train and do these programs in the local governments according to the needs and the opportunities that are there. In somewhere like Ilushi, where we have riverine areas, you will see us doing something like catfish processing. We teach the women that are fishing how to dry the fish properly, package it so that they can sell it for a good amount, give them ovens so that they can use to dry the fish and they can be able to sell it, they can store it for longer, then somebody can even buy from them, bring it to town to sell. So that way their income is increasing. That school fees they want to pay, they're not going to be sweating. I don't know if the National Bureau of Statistics went to Ilushi to go and ask the women and again everybody how that income they are making is impacting the lives of their children.
They should have a mechanism to track that.
They better. So now, across the states, you will see different kind of initiatives, but they're always based on what is there. So for those ones, we have over 22,872. These are our figures as at October 31st.
Okay.
So as of today, the number has increased.
So we should, by at the end of this year, we should have hit the 200,000 mark.
We should have actually brought, no, this year. Calm down. We should have brought pictures. Yesterday, 150 people graduated from paint production training. You need to see the amazing work that they did. So what we are doing this Christmas, we are advertising the people we call Edo. So truly, the way we work is just, we love what we do. It's not really about the numbers. So in this Christmas, I'll tell you what we're doing. Yesterday, we launched a campaign for people, we call our Edo Jobbers in Business. Those are our entrepreneurs. These 22,000 people I'm talking about. We launched a campaign that people should patronize them for their Christmas hampers, their Christmas gifts, and all of that. So we are advertising, even the ones that are doing poultry, buy chickens from them. The ones that are making beads, buy beads from them. Then we created hampers with their products. So you just pay one figure, you get the hamper, and the money is going straight to all the different local governments, the different people whose products you have purchased. So we don't just help people just set up. We want their businesses to thrive. We want their pocket to feel.
Because thank God you made mention of that. Because you see what I've discovered so far from all this is that you guys are centered on creating entrepreneurs across the states. But the issue now is this. Why? It is not everybody. If you are going to quote from the Bible, there must be some persons that will have to work.
Yes,
why some people will have to create the work. Now, a situation when you are concerned with creating, or you are concentrating on creating those that will create the job. And at the end of the day, you discover there's no job. Now, I'm going to speak from the angle. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yes.
I have a product, and I don't have anybody coming to buy the product because I don't have the market for my product. I'm going to go out of business soon.
Perfect. So what happens if we are helping you to get the market for your product so that you can earn more money? We are helping you to get money for your business to expand. If your business expands, do I have to beg you to employ people?
Because what we see here is, what I see here, quote me if I'm wrong, what I see here is a situation when once an individual is trained in a particular skill, that individual is counted to have been employed.
What did I just tell you? I said it's not just about training them, ensuring that their businesses stand, which normally, please, there is no government in Nigeria. Okay, this is just Edo jobs. Ensuring that after we have trained you, giving you startup, taking this picture, the beautiful pictures, we do not walk away from you. That business grows, because it's not just about you being engaged. It's about the people you will also engage. It's about the people you will also employ. That's why we have very high figures for indirect jobs.
Okay, so I want to ask you a question. Among these figures you have there, how many has the state government employed directly?
Now, hold on, no.
Because we are in Nigeria. We are in Nigeria.
Yes.
We are in Nigeria. The truth about it is the highest or the biggest employer of labor has to do with the government.
No, the biggest employer of labor in Nigeria is SME.
SME, we know. You are saying collectively now. I'm looking at this state by state now. Because if you look at it now, the state government, it should be the one that should employ
no, not at all.
It
is not sustainable
anymore.
If you want the state government to just go out there, write 200,000 employment letters, is that not easy? What will happen when those 200,000 employment letters don't collect salary for 1 year?
Okay, so how many has the government employed so far?
Do you know that Edo State does not owe salaries?
Yes.
As at past administrations, how was it?
Yes, we know.
Now, you are the one that measures sustainable source of income.
Okay.
If it was just to fulfill a campaign, like I told you, we're not just doing this about the numbers. It's about long-term impact. If it's just to fulfill a campaign promise, what does 200,000 pieces of paper cost how much to print and say you are employed by the state government? But that is not sustainable. The state government has done a lot of recruitment. EXMA, we recruited over 1,000 people. That's EXMA.
Good.
The board for technical and vocational education recruited over 300 and something teachers. Bini.
You know what? I'm going to stop you here. When you are doing at the figures, you know what? And we have a number showing on the screen, and we want our viewers to participate in this discussion.
Yes.
You can call those numbers now. The lines are open. Call those numbers. If you have any questions to ask, this is Uki.
Thank you. But why is I'm ready? I'm very ready. Yes. Innovators, entrepreneurs, and startups that have benefited from Edo Innovation Hub, that's over 27,000. The agriculture programs that we as Edo Jobs are doing in the agri cluster, over 1,300, not counting the 2,000 people that the First Lady empowered in agriculture with Noella Bett across the state, not counting the about 2,300 farmers that are participating in the outgrower scheme. So this is just Edo Food and Agri Cluster, 1,376. Now, the Ministry of Wealth Creation has done a lot of empowerment programs. They have empowered 10,000 people.
10,000?
Yes.
Which area?
Different areas. Now they do that's mostly vocational skills programs. Edo Jobs, yes, we do most of it. That's why our number is up to 22,000. But the Ministry of Wealth Creation, of course, they still do their vocational programs and their empowerment programs. Now we have NSIP, we have indirect jobs. Now let me quickly talk about these indirect jobs, which is what I was telling you when you say we're focusing on entrepreneurs. Statistics show that the highest employer of labor is SMEs and MSMEs.
Okay.
When you support them and they grow, they employ more people. When you go into an environment that was, maybe there was no economic activity. So that was one major observation that we made when we went into community. There are some communities where there is no economic activity whatsoever in terms of them producing. All they do is the little they have that maybe somebody sent or whatever, they are buying. They are buying soda. I don't want to mention the name, the brand name. They are buying soda. They are buying detergent. They are buying things. So the little 10 kobo that they have is still going back to the FMCG companies because they are still buying their products and the beverage companies. What do you think will happen if in that community you teach them how to produce those things? Because sometimes people raise their nose up, oh, you are teaching people soap making. What is soap making going to do?
Sorry, bead making.
Yeah, bead making. What is bead making going to do?
Yeah.
Do you know how much people save to buy this one piece of jewelry that was imported or that was made in one factory somewhere, when in that community they don't have any income coming in?
Yeah.
You can't see nothing. At least some places you go, you still see a hotel. You just see houses, and then a shrine, and then a church, and then a mosque, and then houses, and then a shrine, and then... So how does money come to that place? However it even comes, help them to even retain it. By helping them to produce what they consume. By helping them to produce, you are keeping the income within that community. I don't know if your statistics people are counting that.
They should be counting. They should be counting.
These are all the different creative ways. If you are not on the ground, if you are not passionate, if you are not taking it one person, if you are not seeing people as individuals and not statistics, you can't come up with these things because it's an uphill task. Let's not even pretend that it's easy. I can't, like I gave you the example of that young man that wanted to scatter the whole work we had done. You can't imagine the things. When you go to community level, it's a different ballgame entirely. Because unfortunately, past leaders have created, I don't want to say they've put so many people in bondage that when you even do something that is good for a person, the person thinks you are doing them bad. When I come and I tell you, this, okay, I'm attaching you, I want to give you a starter pack as a barber, but I'm not going to give it to you because I don't want you to sell it. I'm going to give it to this other barber, and he will hold it for you. Every day, you must go there and you must cut hair. You must cut hair for 3 months before he gives you this clipper as your own. Because in 3 months' time, you can't sell it again. It's no more new. In 3 months' time, you have gotten used to being a barber. Yeah. So you want to continue doing it because you are now making money for yourself. And the person is like, I will bust someone's head here. This is my clipper. If you don't give me, there will be problem. Because over time, people have been used to getting something for nothing.
They're not entitled.
They're not entitled. You have to battle with all those things. It's a daily struggle. But it's not that we're not willing to do it. It's not that we are not happy to do it. We're happy to do it because that's the only way that Edo State can move forward. Edo State before was just too dependent on civil service jobs, government jobs. What does civil service state mean? There's nothing like
political appointments.
That is an anomaly. It is an anomaly because it's not sustainable. Business has to take place in a state for the government to earn money, taxes that it uses to make the state better. Have you looked into the growth in IGR in Edo State?
Yes, it's quite increasing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And EIS is collecting personal income tax, yes or no?
Yes, they are.
So people's incomes are increasing.
We are choking. They are choking us. As business owners, they are choking us.
Yeah, but then we can see in our state what these funds are being used for. So if this
that's a talk for another day. So, yeah, so we are not going to allow you to go into that area.
I don't have to go into that area. Anybody with eyes has eyes to see.
We'll discuss that another time.
Go to the production center. Go to so many communities. Go everywhere.
Great works.
Yeah, so like you said, let's leave that for another day.
Yeah.
But if the state if all the activity going on in the state is government, then where does that tax come from? Can government pay itself tax?
No.
So it's not sustainable. The only way to do it is to boost the private sector. And we want to support every business in Edo State to grow.
Including this business.
Bank of Industry never had an office in Edo State.
Okay.
But because of this government, The first lady was able to get involved. The governor got involved. We were able to help them to see what is going on in Edo State.
Because I was to come to that.
Yes, Bank of Industry is opening.
Okay, we have a caller now. We have a caller now. Okay. We lost that call.
Oh no.
Okay, now that's the question I want. That's the question. Next question I want to ask now. The issue of funding SMEs is quite an hideous tax. You see, like, okay, let me use myself as an example so I can be able to relate it better. There's a stage you get in your business, there's a need for you to expand.
Exactly.
You discover that initial amount you use in starting up that business is no longer sustainable. You need to bring in more of to show your workforce and maybe get power. For now, you know what, that's what we're suffering for in Benin. But you walk up to your bank because you've not had enough turnover. That's why you're called a start-up. But our bank, our financial institution, they don't understand that word, start up. They feel that if you're in business, you must have enough money. Where's this money coming from? So what is your agency doing as far as funding these businesses is concerned, apart from handing them starter packs, like you say?
So funding of businesses is something that you have to partner with the financial institutions. There's no other way around it. Recently, or not so recently, a few months ago, the CBN governor was around. The governor took him around to see, and they discussed, one of the things they discussed was actually this creative industry, your industry.
Okay.
And the governor set up a team because the promise from, he was able to get the promise from CBN governor that they would create something for Edo State businesses. Because CBN has a fund already, an overall fund for the creative industry. But we want to help businesses in Edo to know how to tap into. Because sometimes you just hear, it's also billion fund, and you're thinking, where did it go, who got it, what happened? So those are all the things the state government is tackling. For the manufacturing industry, we've already been able to get a partnership with Bank of Industry. Now, Bank of Industry has a lot of loans for businesses that are producing. But even then, we're going the extra mile to make it easier for businesses in Edo to participate. First of all, their office for Edo State is inside Edo Production Center.
Great.
Now, apart from that, we are setting up a loan that the state government is contributing a huge amount of money. The Bank of Industry is contributing. And because of that, we are able to design the process in such a way that they don't tell you to go and bring the left liver or left ventricle of your great aunt. Exactly. Because that way the state's money is serving as an additional guarantee for the bank. It's not just the Bank of Industry we're working. We're in talks with different banks. Very, very shortly, maybe very early in the new year, you'll be hearing all these announcements about funds that are available. But another thing that we do is existing funds, to publicize them and talk about them. Many businesses don't know that there are funds available. For example, there's one that's been done by NISRA where businesses can get up to 10 million naira. And the conditions are not stringent. So we've been publicizing that and telling people, apply, apply, apply. You know, the challenge is just the way we faced at the beginning, where when Edo Jobs puts out a vacancy, people are like, government things, you know, we don't know.
Job,
But when they saw their sister, brother, auntie, uncle benefiting, then people started rushing, and now we even have to hide sometimes because they overwhelm us, because they know the process is very straightforward. To benefit from Edo Jobs is very straightforward. There's no corner or mago to it. People come to my office all the time and say, please, how can you help me? I said, I don't need to help you, just apply. Go through the process, prepare for your interview, make sure you do well. That's all I need from you. I have people all the time coming to my... In fact, let me tell you this. Let's talk about something a little interesting before we get back into that serious gist. Last week, a young lady came to my office for a meeting of something else entirely. At the end of the meeting, she said, I just want to tell you something. In fact, if she's watching this, please, God bless you, because that day you made my day. She said, I just want to thank you for what you're doing in Edo Jobs. And I'm thinking, I'm used to people who just attack. And she said that she's the first of 4 siblings. Their mom is late. She's a mother of 4. So and all her siblings were depending on her. It was really difficult. Recharge card, they call her this, they call her. She said 4 of her siblings, herself included, and the 3 siblings are all engaged thanks to Edo Jobs. And she gave me the examples. She said, this one did that program you did in so that solar, one thing, and that's how he started his business. This other one did this, and that's how he got a job. I myself went to the innovation hub, and I got this, and blah, 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 and that's how I started my business. 4 of them in one house without knowing anybody. So anybody that says they are not benefiting, I I wonder, I ask myself, you are well, there, that's why we do employability skills training.
Okay, because that's what I want now, because that's the issue. As an entrepreneur, one thing I've suffered in Benin, my best hands, they are from Lagos.
We don't want that.
Because we tried over time.
Yes.
As simple as a graphic designer, we find it difficult to get.
Because by the time you're hiring graphic designer, you didn't come to do innovate.
Really? We've applied. I don't need to say that on air. We apply separately to get graphic designer from
graphic designer from Innovate.
Not the one that is managing. Not cut and paste graphic designer. But you see the kind of graphics that come out from this outfit. You will know the kind of graphic designer that we want.
Let me just tell you where to go so that it makes it easy for you.
Okay.
When you go to Edo Beats.
Okay.
Edo Beats is a program that takes 1 year. It's an international program. It's in 7 African countries. We're able to attract them to Edo State. Okay, the government was able to say, okay, let's do this, you do this, let's find a way to bring you here. At the end of 1 year, well, now the new set is just 2 months in, so they will still be learning. But the old set graduated, I think, in August or September. Now, for 1 year, they get trained on the rudiments. Those are the people I'm talking about when I say they do shakara for jobs. They're asking for some heavy money because they do front-end design, they do graphics design, they do all these things, and they are working, their clients are all around the world. Okay, so if you want to employ them, yourself would gather yourself together very well. But yes, at the beginning, there were those issues of people trying to find skills, but that's why we are not just the job creation agency, it's skills development agency. Because we know that for you as a private sector person, you don't want to just employ because you feel like creating jobs. You are looking for people that will add value to your organization. So we concentrate on training them to have the highest possible level of skill. Not just graphics designers. This computer-aided digital design, interior design, animations and all that, we partner with an organization called CAD Global. They're in 32 countries. We train people in Edo State, and their certificate is recognized in 32 countries. And they are the best. I mean, they are the best. There's no organization that wants to employ them that will not be happy with who they have employed. So that's our part. And we have what we call the train to hire. The train to hire is that, okay, we've been telling you, employ, you don't want to employ. You say they are not good enough. Okay, what are you looking for? We will give you the money, train them and employ them.
Wow, you have that program?
Yes.
Wow.
So we're serious about it.
So we're going to come and tell you what you want to the person and you pay us the money.
You have to first show us that we don't have it. Because we want to make sure that any skill you need is available in Edo State.
Okay, so when we tell you don't have it.
So when you see and we prove and you tell us that yes, I have these vacancies and I'm going to employ for this role. And if I can't find them here, I'm going to go outside Edo State to go and get them. And we really know that these skills are not existing. Yes, you will train them and employ them, and we will support you to do that.
Ms. Uki, I'm sorry I've not told you since. You are doing a great job with the jobs. if I'm not going to afford the figures, because I won't do that now until I verify them.
Don't worry, you come to our time, we give you
one thing I want to say about Edo Jobs in its entirety is the passion with which you are pursuing this course. Now, we have a call. Let's see. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your program?
Thank you very much. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Kevwe.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from State Plan.
Okay, you're welcome, sir. So what's your question?
So I followed the job on Facebook and everything has been saying no need to eat.
Okay.
But if I'm such a people in Nigeria, friends and always advise us to follow them, but it seems that the publicity they have, that's the problem, because everybody that's really aware of what is going on inside their job.
Okay.
I advise the commissioner or the expert to give more publicity, that it places to go to community to enlighten them.
Okay.
Because we see more of politics on media compared to what the government is really doing.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Osage. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. You do have a great day.
Thank you.
Now you heard him. So that question is for you.
So yes, we always get this a lot. We get this a lot. You know, when we bring people to Edo, when we're trying to convince them to come and open businesses here, we take them around and they're like, you don't, nobody knows this is happening. Why? But it's always the
political side
balance. No, the balance between, okay, you know how much it would take to go and really do a media blast and everything about it, those jobs being everybody's faces. And you can ask my team, I'm always like, hey, if I see that kind of money, let me go and do another project in another community, because yes, publicity is good. And publicity is for people out there to see and know. But the people here would rather get the value than to make
the question now is this, like what he's saying, you know, we are trying to underplay publicity in whatever you're doing.
No.
I'm coming, you see the importance, but you don't want to invest in publicity. Let me tell you this now.
The question is called opportunity cost.
I know, opportunity cost, but look at it now. You do something great, and people are not keying into it. Of what essence is it?
People are keying in, no. Like I told you,
heard what he said.
Right now.
You heard what he said. He will tell these people that come, you guys are not in the country. You guys are the one in the country. You are complaining of job. You try and go and apply. You say, we are not aware of a job.
Yeah, that's I always appeal to people. We always tell our beneficiaries, you are our ambassadors. Talk about a job.
Word of mouth.
Try as much as possible to do publicity. This one, for example,
because you want to pay TSL Nigeria money.
No, why would you get it? It's opportunity. Let me tell you. When different things, you close your eyes at night, what do you see? You see something. Me, you know what I see? I see that woman in the village sitting saying, wait, when I don't reach my side.
Okay.
So if I see 10 kobo, I'm in the next community. It is when I reach there, I'll say, hey, we could have done this. It's not that we don't want to do publicity. Of course, we want people to know what we're doing.
Okay.
We were so excited when Business Day said they were going to do a report. When they said they're going to come and assess those jobs. We were not worried. We were like, please come and assess, because when you assess, you must tell people now. And now we decided to tell people, and they're shouting, it's not true, it's not real.
Okay.
But what's our own? Our own is to keep working, to keep impacting people, and to keep making...
I will have this comment on Facebook. It's from one Mr. K. Samuel Osage. Said, I will appreciate the governor to continue to advertise the opportunity inside the new jobs to reach out to our people in the states, because it is new and many people still don't have confidence on the government or public empowerment. You see, you need to give us jobs to do for you. You see, everybody's campaigning for publicity.
For publicity, okay.
You see, you need to give us jobs.
will do publicity. Don't worry.
Give us jobs. You can't tell us that you have a lot to do and you are doing a lot. Maybe that's the reason why people are faulting your figures.
Yes, because really, if you know one thing we always say, if we post everything we do, like those that follow, you heard him, he said he's following on social media. If you follow us on social media, you can't follow it, because you yourself will know that this thing they're saying is real. Now, apart from that, we don't even post, we cannot post everything we do. Because like I told you now, I was sitting down here, yesterday 150 people graduated. 2 days ago, we opened 4 IT centers across Edo State: Irua, Auchi, Benin, apart from the Innovation Hub, and Ekpoma. And people, these are in communities, they are not in town.
And we are not aware of that, but we are aware the speaker has declared the seats of the honorable vacant.
So we need to now figure out how, I agree with him.
Yes.
The person I called, maybe we should talk more about the things we're doing. But the news agencies, they like a scandal now.
No, because they like scandal. Let me tell you this.
Don't tell them.
But
they like posting this.
The truth about it is that these guys, the media, we are the messengers. You give us the message.
Yes.
But we cannot take your message without
being given.
That is the point. So the issue now is that you are not ready to send us.
Okay, we're ready now. We're ready.
Okay, good. After the show, we'll discuss business. Thank you very much, Ms. Okisi. Our time is fast. We're going to do this in less than 1 hour, and we're almost gotten to 1 hour point. So thank you very much. But this is everything you're coming to this place.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You're going to do something from that so we can wrap up this show. You're going to look at the cameras and give your parting words.
Okay, which of the cameras is this? Okay. My parting word is to everybody out there. People in Edo State, I'll start with you. The best thing you can do for yourself is to engage with Edo Jobs. Edo Jobs is not just for people who are unemployed. Even people who are employed are getting better jobs than the one they have on Edo Jobs. So engage with Edo Jobs for skills development. Engage with Edo Jobs for job placement. If you're an entrepreneur, not just new. Even if you're an existing entrepreneur, there are opportunities for you. Example, on the 13th and 14th of December, we're partnering with She Leads Africa to train 1,200 people on how you can grow your business, digital marketing, so many other things. I mean, your financial bookkeeping and all that, and those things will help you in your business. Then we have 1,200 positions available for, we have some driver roles now for the Edo City Transport Service, about 500 driver roles, out of which 100 are female. We're trying to promote, and we're glad that they too are trying to promote gender balance. So there are specific roles for 100 female drivers in Edo City Transport Service. So please apply, go to Edo Jobs and apply. Our numbers are going on the screen. And then we have 1,200 roles for the National Sports Festival. If you're interested in playing one role or the other, then please, you go to our site, you will see so many opportunities that are available for the National Sports Festival. Then, let me see, auditions for the movies that the state government is supporting are on 8 a.m. at Edo Innovation Hub on Wire Road. If you're interested, and not just for the cast, for also the crew, please attend that event. If you're a producer, assistant producer, whatever it is, there are jobs available. Engage with Edo Jobs. That's one. Two, please buy products from Edo Jobbers in Business this Christmas. Do not go to buy products from people who already have plenty of money. Please buy from Edo Jobbers in Business and support them. Go to our social media page to get information about that. To people outside Edo State, to companies, to organizations, to NGOs, if you are serious about impacting people's lives, this is the time to come to Edo State. This is the time. Edo Jobs is who you should partner with, because we are working with you to take the benefit directly to those who need it, so that you don't do something and then it doesn't get down to the roots. So Edo Jobs is open, Edo State is open, and of course, we are grateful every day for a wonderful, amazing state governor who is focused on impacting the lives of his people.
Thank you very much, Miss Uki. Yeah, I think we need to get a role for you in this place. So you can come and be producing a particular segment of our program. Because you have the voice, you have the look, you have everything for TV. Maybe that's the reason why you are refusing to pay us to do publicity for Edo Job.
You give me a job.
But you know what? I'm so impressed with the information you've given to us so far. And I assure you that at the end of this program, I'm going to apply for a job with Edo Job.
Okay,
so please, once you get my CV, match me. Make sure you match me with a good company that will pay me the money that will make me not leave Edo State, because I'm actually considering leaving Edo State to go and get a job in Lagos.
No, don't try.
Now that you've come to inform us about Edo Job, I assure you I'm going to remain in Edo State. That's all we can take for the program this morning. Thank you very much for watching. Do have a great day.
Yes.
Stay connected to TSL Nigeria and get updates on the go all day, every day. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on TSL Nigeria Space TV and join our online family.